Hey everyone, it is Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment, and today I want to talk about the benefits of daydreaming, how you can use it to your advantage to really build your confidence, get clarity on your goals, and move forward in life. Now, before we jump into this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video with other women that you know want to get the tea on how to create an incredible and amazing life. Let's jump into this content. Now you're probably wondering, like, Tiffany, why do you want to talk about daydreaming and confidence? Because there is so many advantages to daydreaming. Let's jump into what daydreaming actually is. Daydreaming is when you allow your mind to just wander. You just let your thoughts go where they may. And daydreaming is kind of like a dream that you have when you're asleep, except you're actually awake. The thing about daydreaming is sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. Sometimes we'll just be, doing something monotonous, washing the dishes or washing the clothes, and our minds will just start to think about something else. It's also called kind of a stream of consciousness without you being sometimes completely aware that you're doing it. When you daydream, a lot of times when you're having these thoughts, you literally have a visual experience many times. So for example, if you're thinking about ice cream, you literally see ice cream in your mind. You can also feel physiological changes in your body as you're daydreaming. You might get excited. You might smile. You may salivate if you're thinking about food or ice cream, for example. So you can have physical changes while you daydream, while you visualize your thoughts. And it's kind of like watching a movie on a screen, except it's in your mind. That's what daydreaming is. 9 times out of 10, if you're an adult, more than likely you have experienced at some point in time an episode of daydreaming. The thing about daydreaming is that if you're not careful, there can be some negative effects. For example, if you daydream too much, which I believe is a clinical disorder, people who are constantly daydreaming, you may not be able to actually function in life like normal activities, such as driving. If you're driving and daydreaming at the same time, you could run a stoplight and get into a car accident. If you're trying to feed your baby while you're daydreaming, you could not give them the food that they need. The bottom line is you can't daydream all the time. Another negative effect to daydreaming is if you daydream about negative things that cause you anxiety or stress. Sometimes you can have a daydream about something that happened in the past. You can have a daydream about something that's going on right now that might be stressing you out. Or you can have a daydream about something in the future, maybe that you're afraid of. What if the earth comes to an end? What if the sun explodes? I don't know. But the bottom line is you are thinking about things that either haven't occurred, are currently occurring, or have occurred in the past that might be negative. And in those situations, that's called maladaptive daydreaming, where not only do you think about traumatic events, your body, again, can display feelings of anxiety, depression, sadness, because you're thinking about those events and you're literally seeing the visual of those events in your mind's eye. So that's some of the negative effects that can happen if you daydream about things that are traumatic or negative. One thing I tell my clients when it comes to daydreaming, you really want to make sure that you stay in control of your daydreams. Don't allow your mind to just wander. You are in control of your mind. Take back your daydreams. So let's jump into some benefits of daydreams and how it can really help you. Some of the benefits of daydreaming, if you're daydreaming about something positive, it can make you smile. It can make you laugh. If you're having a funny memory, it can kind of bring you up if you're kind of in a down mood. If you're thinking about something in the present that kind of gave you the giggles or made you feel happy. Maybe you just got engaged to someone wonderful and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy about my engagement. Or maybe you daydream about something in the future that hasn't happened yet, but you're kind of wishing and hoping that it does. And when you think about it, you actually get excited when you think about it. And just like in the other examples I gave, when you're daydreaming about something positive and exciting and happy, it shows on your entire body. You feel different. It has a physiological effect. Your heart may start pumping faster because you're excited, or it may slow down because you've kind of relaxed. You may go from a frown to a smile. You're thinking about food. Like I said before, you may start to salivate and your brain might say, I'm hungry. Your stomach might start to rumble. So you may have actual physical changes in your mood and your body to coincide with that positive daydream. Now let's think about the advantages of daydreaming. Daydreaming has been shown to really spark the brain activity of your creative sections. So the part of your brain that you use when you're being creative, when you're drawing, when you're thinking of new ideas, new innovations, that's what daydreaming does. It works and opens up that part of your brain. Daydreaming can also help you achieve goals. If you're intentional about setting aside time to daydream about the things that you want to accomplish, maybe you want to buy a new home. Maybe you allow yourself to think, I'm so excited about this beautiful new home. It's going to be so decorated so nicely. It's in the perfect neighborhood. It was the perfect price point. I didn't pay too much or too little. It was just a wonderful home. And you're thinking about this home in this area. Maybe you've seen pictures online of a home that you think is similar to the home you want to buy. And you're daydreaming about it and you're feeling good about it. Just giving yourself a few seconds to minutes of daydreaming about that goal can put you in a state where you're motivated to then go do the goal, to really hit down the milestones and the steps that you need to accomplish that goal. Another advantage of daydreaming is that it can help you relieve boredom. I know that sounds silly, but think about it. If you're just sitting at home bored and you're a eater, you're an emotional eater and you're like, I'm bored, maybe I should go eat. What if you said, I'm bored, I'm going to daydream. I'm going to daydream about something that makes me happy. Maybe I'll daydream about going on a trip or a vacation. Maybe I'll daydream about going shopping. It helps your mind to actually not think about the present situation and go somewhere else. Daydreaming in many ways is a form of complete detachment from reality. Again, that could be a negative, but in a positive light, when you're using it for positive things, it can help you detach from the current situation. It may not be where you want to be and help you to go in your mind to where you do want to be. With that said, daydreaming can also help you get motivated. If you're kind of demotivated, kind of not excited, if you're daydreaming about the possibilities of life, limitless possibilities, maybe that'll get you motivated to put you in a different state of mind. Daydreaming can also help you resolve problems. Think about it. If it's motivating you, if it's opening up different parts of your brain where you can use your creativity, if it's relieving boredom, what if you used an opportunity of daydreaming to think through all the possibilities of what could happen to resolve problems without limitations, without the external real environment limiting you? What would that look like? That's what you can play out in your daydream. You can play out limitless possibilities to issues in the real world. And somewhere in those limitless possibilities, you may actually find the solution that you didn't even think about in your normal everyday just thought processes. When you sat back and you allowed yourself to relax and you allowed your mind to wander and just kind of think through the issue and think through all the options. Maybe I could do this. Ooh, what if I did this? What if I did that? You then open yourself up to allowing yourself to come up with a solution that might actually solve the problem. So a big component of using daydreaming is to be intentional about it. Use it to your benefit for whatever it is that you need. If you're in a bad mood, start daydreaming of what it would be like to feel better, of what life would be like if you were in a better mood. And I'm not saying that if you're clinically depressed, daydreaming is going to solve all your problems. But what I'm saying is use daydreaming to your advantage. Be intentional about it. Don't overdo it. Be mindful of what you're daydreaming about. If you're having negative daydreams, pull yourself out of the negative daydreams and get to the positive so that you don't kind of think about negative situations. And then use your daydreams for whatever you need them to do. Whether it's solve a problem, make you feel a little bit better, open your creative section, or relieve boredom. The bottom line is use daydreaming to your advantage. Now, for my ladies that really want to build their confidence, use daydreaming as a visualization tool. believe. Now, for those of you who are really wanting to build your confidence with daydreaming, use it as a visualization. And for those of you who are wanting to build your confidence with daydreaming, use it as a visualization tool. Actually think through things that you want to build your confidence around. Write them out and start allotting certain times of the day to just sit and daydream about what it would be like to speak in front of that crowd, what it would be like to get that promotion at your job, what it would be like to stand up for yourself in a circumstance where you feel like you are being mistreated or bullied. What would it be like to really voice your opinion when you're at that table with the stakeholders? Whatever the scenario is, daydream about it. See yourself being confident, being direct, and being honest about how you really feel in the moment. Trust me, when you use daydreams to your advantage in all of these circumstances, you're going to feel better and you're going to realize daydreaming actually isn't just for kids. It can have a positive effect for adults as well. So that's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the video, if you have used daydreaming to your advantage, and in what ways have you used it? Definitely leave me a comment below. As always, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, share this video, and definitely give me a thumbs up to let me know that you like it and push me up in the algorithm so others can find me as well. All right, guys, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.